Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco.
I'm Chris.
And we're back to our usual here with a big fat stack of comics this week. Now, this week, last week and going into this week is a bit crazy for us. We just did a flea market with our shop, which was 4 days, and then we have a one-day convention coming up this Saturday in Lexington. Even though it's 1 day and it's a bit away, and we have to prepare, like I'm gonna be gone for a couple days and stuff like that.
Very tired.
So there's just a lot of stuff to do. I'm also working on building a bunch of keychain stuff up. There's a lot of other comic shops that are gonna be there, so I'm gonna try to pitch and try to hopefully do some big wholesale orders, or at least set them up and stuff like that. But anyway, that being said, a lot of work, and I want to go ahead and get this out of the way, which I haven't told you yet. No stream tonight. I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. I actually have a bunch of work I need to do even after I get done recording this video, which I'm recording at like 3 in the morning.
Sleep or play 7 Days to Die?
Yeah, I just have way too much to do. But let's go ahead and get into it. Didn't read all the comics this week.
You showed those off yet?
Because oh no, I haven't. I don't think I have on stream because we just got these. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw I got some new business cards, but I posted them on there.
They look nice. They're artsy.
I'm really happy with them. So these are I do some 11 by 17 prints. So I took some of the designs for those and put them on there. I want to make more. I just want to kind of get a couple to get
They're
like a sample.
trading cards.
Kinda, yeah. I don't know. They're just
one of each.
Fun to have different ones. But anyway, and those go in my packages and everything. But anyway, I didn't read everything because I found out today that I thought I was gonna be off Thursday, but I'm not. So that it now makes it a 2-week period of not having an off day. And I needed to go to the grocery and get some things done today and just ran out of time. But no more talking about boring stuff. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have Moon Knight number 15. I thought we were further on.
You read this?
Yes, I did read Moon Knight.
It's good.
I really enjoyed this issue.
Oh
man, another one that just starts on just an absolutely amazing first panel, like artistically. Like, bam, look at that Moon Knight.
I forgot what the last panel was.
It looks incredible.
Always good too.
Yeah, let's see.
That's very sweet.
But it's a
spoiler.
I'm not going to show that. It was unexpected and uncharacteristic for this particular series. But that being said, another great read. Not my favorite issue or anything, but again, this series is just awesome.
Yeah. When a book this good has an okay book in there, it's all right.
Yeah. The series is just still going strong. And then moving on to probably my favorite book that I read, which was... Where's the number on this?
I think because the rest of the series is so good, all the emotional beats in this one hit so much harder.
Oh, there it is. I was covering up. Ghost Rider number 6 with this awesome... This is the C cover of the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, which nothing to do with the story, but just a cool cover. And the story was great. I mean, I've been enjoying Ghost Rider a lot building up to this.
Yeah.
But this issue, I feel like, was easily the best, I'd say.
It was really good.
It was really awesome. And I'm happy, because sometimes, you get an awesome cover, but the story's just kind of okay. Or an awesome story, and the cover's just kind of okay. But to have it, this wicked cover on what I thought was, again, just the best issue so far.
I love when a character is having a deep internal monologue while a lot of action is happening.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes on with this. We finally get some kind of answers with the scar on the back of his head, even though still not fully figuring everything out.
We know what. We just don't know why.
Yeah, and again, this series continues to be weird and gross, but not in a bad way. It's a proper amount of
I still think the grossest thing was the
demonness.
flesh mass.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Not the first flesh mass I've seen.
Despite this being probably my favorite one, there's not much of my favorite character, which I can't remember her name, but that chick that they introduced in this story
there's gonna be more.
that I really like. Yeah, I'm excited to see more from her. But yeah, she's not really in this issue. I mean, just barely. But man, really cool.
I really like that one, the mullet character.
I don't think we can talk about him, right?
Wolverine.
Yeah. So Wolverine's in this issue. We see him at the end of... we see him throughout the last issue, and then we see him a bit at the end of the issue as well.
He picks up Ghost Rider after Ghost Rider crashes.
But, man, I really liked him. Well, it's funny that I literally just made this connection. Piercy, what is his name? Something Piercy? I can't remember now. But they write Wolverine as well. So it makes sense that they would have chose that character, actually, now that I think about it. But, yeah, and Wolverine's awesome in this. Like...
Yeah.
And now that I've put those pieces together, and I've been kind of thinking about it anyway, because I have been enjoying Ghost Rider, I may at some point go back and read Wolverine. He does a good Wolverine. He's proved it to me. So
yeah.
But yeah, awesome issue. Really, really like this series. Has been pretty good, and it's a little unfair. It beat out Moon Knight this week, which is not easy to do. Most of the time, Moon Knight is my number one pick. But it's not the greatest issue of Moon Knight, and it was the greatest issue of Ghost Rider so far. So
I think the greatest issue of Moon Knight probably beats that, though.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But anyway, moving on to Punisher. I did not read this. What issue is this? Number 6.
I read it. It was awesome.
Again, I just had a bunch of stuff to do today. But but yeah, I mean, I'm sure this was awesome because again, just another great series. And I purposely was like, this one's a little thicker. I'm not going to do this one right now.
No spoilers, but if you read last issue, then if you can read the cover, he confronts Ares.
Yeah.
The cover, but
that's
look
right.
at the cover.
I forgot it has that quote on the cover for whatever reason. It did it last time, didn't it? I've been doing it this whole time. Maybe it hasn't.
Yeah, it has. It's an interesting artistic choice, but
yeah, it's kind of strange. And I guess this is probably like a bit of a conclusion to the arc. No, not at all.
Nope.
Usually issue 6 is like, yeah, we're gonna cut off here.
In fact, it only gives more questions.
Yeah. Okay.
But good questions. It's a good issue. I didn't know this is until now. Book 1, Chapter 6 is what it says. The King of Killers.
Yeah. That's,
I didn't know it
well,
said
there's
that.
Always like the King of Killers.
I'm waiting for Book 2.
That's like on Moon Knight. Issues 1 through 6 is the Midnight Mission.
Yeah.
And then it goes into something
else.
Well,
it's like most books, but I just now noticed that on this book today.
Yeah. Ooh. That was a gross burp. But anyway, yeah. So that's why, and it still might, and I kind of wonder, I haven't read this, so it's hard for me to say, but even if the story's not wrapped up, it could be the end of the arc and then moving into a new arc. It's typically what Marvel does. But anyway, I'm excited to read it, just haven't had a chance to do it yet. Then moving on to She-Hulk number 6.
You read this?
No, didn't get around to this one either.
Have you read any of the other books?
There's some in there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember you some. She-Hulk was fun.
None of the other Marvel, but...
God, it's so fun.
Yeah, I love this series. Don't
flip through there too much, you'll spoil yourself.
Okay, I guess Nightcrawler pops in?
For like a minute.
For like a minute, not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, it's a big deal, but it's also like not a big deal.
But yeah, I mean, this series has been... It's one of those things I didn't know I wanted until I had it. It's not something I would have asked for. It's just super quaint, and it's not for everybody. Like our boss hates it. He absolutely hates it.
Zero action in this.
Yeah,
I don't think.
And when it is, it's like goofy. Oh, you mean in this particular issue?
In this issue, yeah.
I mean in the whole series though. Like,
there's a few toward the beginning. She fights Titania for a minute.
But like for fun, and it's kind of. It's not, there's no serious stakes in any of this.
No.
It's just kind of chilling. Kind of She-Hulk figuring out where she is in her life. And, I don't know. It's just kind of super
and then there's
calm.
Jack of Hearts.
But it's also like the dialogue is really good. That's the thing. Like, it's just a bunch of dialogue. And characters just talking to each other.
They brought back this character, Jack of Hearts, who no one cared about. And they're giving him a lot of character.
Yeah, like it's
like I like Jack of Hearts.
It's just well written character, and that's all this series is. And if that's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But we also got the cover beat, like that one.
Yeah. Her hair is so long in that cover.
Yeah, there was a bit of a debate at the shop. Some people didn't like this cover. I think everyone except for us didn't like this cover actually. But we like it, and it it's not perfect.
Their complaint was the pose is a bit stiff. Which I can see that a little bit, but you know what it really looks like? It looks like you're on the ground and she just noticed you. Like, what?
There's some things I don't love about this, but overall I like it. I liked it enough to pick it up. Now moving on to, did you read this one? X-Men
nope.
and Moon
We're
Girl?
out of the books that I've read.
Yeah, didn't get a chance to read that one. Pretty fun cover though.
We're
gonna
the last one a
kind
lot.
of skim through these a bit. So this is a brand new one, All Out Avengers.
I like Avengers.
Is that?
And I haven't read this yet. That's the
Greg,
artwork on the inside.
Greg Land on the
I
cover. I couldn't remember who the cover was. Or who
it's
the artist
alright.
was.
It's Avengers art.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, nice little Greg Land cover there. I think looks pretty good. Moving on
Here's
to
what the next cover looks like. Hope
we
it's
got
not a
Captain
spoiler.
America, Sentinel of Liberty #4.
I already knew this because of previews.
Yeah, they do that. So yeah, Chris is reading that one. I don't know.
I didn't read it today.
Didn't read it today. Yeah, New Mutants #29. I'm dreadfully behind on this. I think I maybe only read the first. I mean, like, okay, I started at 25, so not the first issue, but I read 25.
Like how,
maybe
Magic
read
on the
26.
Kind of holding it like a lightsaber.
I don't know.
A
Yeah,
little bit.
I don't know if she's even like super prominent in this one because she wasn't. This is the B
It
cover.
has very Star Wars cover vibes
Yeah,
to it.
she wasn't on the A cover at all. Another series I've really enjoyed, New Fantastic Four #4.
Yeah.
Didn't get around to reading this one though.
No, me either.
But yeah,
very
it's been fun. Yeah, one I'm very excited for. We have a new Alien #1. This is the PX exclusive cover. So there was another cover that was like this, but it wasn't like this. Is just the inked, and there's certain art to me that the black and white ink really pops on, and this is one of them. Like, that is just a striking cover. You know, that thing's awesome. I don't know who did it, but it's really cool. And then moving on to
Probably the weakest. What are these covers called?
Choose Your Destiny.
Choose Your Destiny cover
We're
out
collecting
there.
them all. So here's the
Yeah.
Leia. Yeah, it could have been a better Leia for sure. Even if the helmet was just off, the helmet just looks goofy. You know, and Sprouse killed it. He always does a great job. But,
Like technically, it's
and her
good.
lightsaber does look great though.
Yeah,
Like, it looks really cool.
We
but
have it up at the shop. I'm tempted. To
her
buy
herself
it.
is meh. And then moving
But
on
not
to
before Vader's
DC.
saber.
Did you read Batman?
No, I didn't read any DC.
Batman 127, great issue. I really, really enjoyed this one. And I really like, Jimenez, that's right. Jimenez is doing the art. There's a character in here that pops up that, and again, I'm not a DC guy. I really don't even care about Batman, but I'm only reading it because it's Jimenez and it's Zdarsky. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. And I've been enjoying it. But there's a character in here that I really don't care about that pops up, and it's still cool to see that character. Like, it's just really well drawn and everything, and I'm like, man, like, and even in the story, I'm kind of feeling for it because, like, I don't know, it's just pretty cool. I like the way they introduce the character.
I have
to the
a
story.
guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you know me, you probably have a guess, but it's pretty cool. I really like this issue.
Wait,
Maybe
is it the character we were talking about earlier today?
that doesn't mean anything to me.
All right.
But anyway, probably my favorite issue I've read of Batman so far. So, continuing, with that fail-safe new character.
In?
Yeah, but still, I mean, I'm just saying it's my favorite of the ones I've read so far. And then we have Poison Ivy #4, pretty awesome cover A here, and also pretty awesome story. I've really been digging this one. I think this is just a 5-parter. Which would make sense in the story too. It does seem like it's about to wrap up, and I've really been digging it. I tried to get Chris to read it, but he's a punk. I think it's been an awesome story. I also picked up, this is like hands down my favorite cover of the week. Ghost Rider cover was cool, really liked it, but a Jenny Frison Poison Ivy, which I'm always itching for Jenny Frison to do more Poison Ivy, but this might just be her best cover yet.
It's really nice.
And like, she's got some really good ones to contend with, but the only thing that I have a slight criticism, and it's not really a criticism, but I prefer green skin Poison Ivy for whatever reason. But this one, I think with the human with the regular human skin, I think for this particular piece does make a lot more sense, because it having that white space there makes the other colors more impactful. I think if she was green skin Poison Ivy, it would still look really nice, but I don't think everything would pop as much, But yeah, one of my favorite covers of all time, I think. Definitely going on, probably the best covers of the year when I do that at the end of the year. I'm not sure the artist, but I went ahead and picked up that one as well. Pretty cool cover. I like the negative space usage in that one. And then I like this one a lot. Again,
this one's probably my favorite of the Poison Ivies.
It's really good.
While I do enjoy like the very beautiful pictures and whatever, the fun covers are more my style.
The colors in this one, again, are great.
And I really love it when characters are just hanging out.
Yeah.
You know?
But again, it's funny. All these variant covers had great use of negative space and even like blocking with the big shapes of the other colors that... I don't know. This whole thing just presents this really fun energy. So it's like it's both fun, but also really well done artistically. And then just like the actual drawn image is really nice as well. But anyway, so yeah, Poison Ivy, great one. And then did you read this one?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
but
so
I bought the cover B of Azrael, Sword of
Azrael. Yeah. So
it's I just really like it. I love the idea that, hey, here's this, like, old Azrael,
It is a pretty cool cover. It's pretty rad.
I love legacy characters of any variety, like, because technically Moon Knight's a legacy, I say legacy character, there's only been one, like, Mark Spector Moon Knight that we've known.
Yeah, but
like, in the Marvel Universe...
It gets passed down Iron Fist and Ghost Rider and Black Panther.
Because, like, I like the thought that 1,000 years ago, this Azrael was running around just as insane.
And then moving on to the indie stuff.
Oh, I did read Twig.
Okay, well, you spoiled it, Chris. I'm going to delete the whole video now. We have Twig number 5. Twig? Yeah, the finale.
I loved it. It was so good.
Yeah, great. And we picked up the awesome and terrifying Peach Momoko cover. It was... Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed this issue. Whole series in general was really awesome. Again, just
this one might have
stunning
some of the
art.
Best splash pages.
Probably
art.
The best in the series. Oh, there's been some good art in the series. Should
we talk about the very end?
I'm going to. Yeah. I actually might not say best art because I feel like this had a few, like just a couple really big spectacle pieces, but I feel like some of the other ones where they're like just traveling through the lands and you got to see a lot of really cool things but not quite as big, I might like that better. And then also there was some big stuff.
I don't know, some of this was just absolutely
it's kind of hard to say, but let's see if I can pop this up without showing the last page.
We will return.
Twig will return. So this is not the finale.
We're gonna see more Twig.
There will be more Twig, which is awesome. I guess it's been doing well. At our shop, it's been selling super well.
Everybody loves Twig.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it.
If you don't love Twig, you're wrong.
Scotty Young is also.
Unsubscribe.
I just saw today that he's doing another series
then
for.
Resubscribe.
Shut up. I saw he's doing another series for I Hate Fairyland, a series I have not read yet. But, I mean, I'm down to read more Scotty Young. I mean, everything I've read from him so far, which is admittedly only 2 books, but I'm excited to. I have a trade for Middle West that is in my stack of trades to read. Probably will be the first trade I read when I get around to doing it. And especially, like, it's just a single trade, and that's it. That's the whole story. So I think there is a few different series for I Hate Fairyland. But, regardless, I want to check it out at some point anyway. Because, yeah, Scotty Young stuff has been awesome. Not crazy about his art, but his writing, it's really good. So then moving on to... Where's the number
Basilisk.
in here? Is there a number? 11. Basilisk, number 11. Picked up the B cover, which is really, really awesome. The last issue had an awesome, very different, but awesome B cover as well. It was really light and like I think she had like a flower in her hair or something. I can't remember if you remember that one. Really cool cover.
I don't remember yet.
But this one... This is a sick cover. A lot of really good covers actually this week. Didn't get a chance to read this one. Again, too much stuff and just way too much going on. And then, funnily enough, this is Colin Bunn. Or Cullen Bunn? Colin Bunn, I think. I don't know. Whatever.
Is he?
Colin Bunn. But anyway, so he has a new book I almost missed out on. Because I didn't realize it was him. Shock Shop. Which, looks pretty interesting. I like it. But I'm going to check it out. I haven't read a ton of Cullen Bunn stuff. I've read... Oh, man. It was like a little 4-part miniseries came out Some guy got the power of a demon, and then he got exorcised, but the power stayed within him, but the demon was exorcised. It was kind of a botched exorcism. So he kind of wreaked some havoc with that because he was kind of a loser before that. Anyway, that was a cool series. Been enjoying Basilisk. So yeah, I'm gonna check out the other one too. Not my favorite writer by any means, but good enough that I'll check out. And he's got weird. His stuff is just strange. Like it's pretty unique, I feel. So yeah, that's it for this week. Again, no stream today. Apologize. I'm busy making money.
In the place of the stream, you guys should host your own subscribe party where you just subscribe.
We're getting very close. I think last I checked, we are at 979, I believe. So 20 went away. So yeah, getting pretty close. And
I want to build a Star Destroyer.
I'm gonna be very busy this weekend. Like I said, I'm gonna be out of town for 2 days. So I'm gonna try my best, but the plan is to put out an update for the giveaway this weekend. Like I said, there's been a lot of community members that have added to the giveaway, and I've been kind of waiting to just say everything at once. There is something that just got shipped out earlier this week. I don't know if it'll arrive in time, so like I don't know if I'll just say what it is but not show it. Or maybe do a video late on Sunday, maybe. I'll kind of see what happens. Like I said, with my schedule being a little screwed up this week. But I think that's all that I have to add.
I stopped adding things about 5 minutes ago.
Did you add anything into all this video? Anyway, so that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Also, hopefully pick up something cool at Lexington Con. I saw we set up. We were like trying to figure out how to set up our booth and everything. And there's like a map of like where to go and here's where the other people are. And there's a lot of other comic shops up there. And you all know there's quite a few books that I'm looking to pick up. And should I punch Chris? Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, hopefully I'll pick up at least maybe one really big cool thing or a bunch of other smaller but cool things. So we'll see. But that's going to be it, though, for today. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.